Age of Sigmar 4.0, so the new edition. And we're playing Brodds Stomp versus the Stormcast Eternals again. I'm back for more punishment, basically. Determined to do a little bit better than I did last time. So we are playing the Shifting Objectives battle plan, which looks like this. So you have 3 objectives over the top, and the crack with this one basically is that the active player rolls a d3, and on a 1-2, the first objective is primary, 3-4, second objective is primary, 5-6, the third objective is primary. The reason that matters is for primary objectives, you score 2 points. For secondary objectives, you score 1. You score 2 if you control more objectives than your opponent. And 4 if you are controlling or achieve your battle plan, basically. So there's that on the cards. Now, Nikki is playing Brodds Stomp today. So, do you want to run us through your list a little bit? I can help with that as well, can't I? Because I know your list quite well. So, go ahead, kid.
We've got 2 gate breakers.
Yeah.
A Kraken Eater.
Yeah.
Brodd.
And Brodd. Now, the gate breakers are the ones that have the heroic trait and the artifact of power. Now, the way I normally do it is the one with the big shield has the glowy or the lucky shiny hat. So that means he gets a ward against spells, which is quite nice. And the Gargant with the 2 rocks behind his back, he's got I can do that better. So what that means is Brodd has a rampage that when he charges, he's got Wrath of Brodd. So on a 3-up, he can move 3d6. So say you charge into the front of my Stormcast here, and really what you want to be hitting is my long strikes, isn't it? What you can say is, I'm going to Wrath of Brodd, you roll a 3-up, you get a 3, and then you roll 3 dice and you can move that distance. I can do that better means the other Gargant can do that straight after Brodd's done it. So that's quite cool. So it means you've got 2 Gargants that can fly around the board, basically. That's your list. We'll go into the Stormcast side of things. Stormcast are playing a very similar list to what I played last time. I'm running 2 sets of Vindictors, a Knight Arcanum, we should have mentioned General's Regiment. Your General's Regiment is Brodd, and it's your Kraken Eater, isn't it? So the Kraken Eater is getting you +1 to hit and +1 to wound. So back to myself. My first regiment is 2 sets of Vindictors and a Knight Arcanum. The Knight Arcanum has a mirror shield, so that means unless you're within 9, you can't throw a rock at him. So na.
I don't care about this.
I have, in my General's Regiment, I have Bastion, a reinforced unit of long strikes that are getting my +1 to hit and +1 to wound, and I've got a unit of Fulminators just hiding back here as well. My third and final regiment is a Lord Imperatant with 3 sets of Annihilators with Grand Hammers. The reason that the Lord Imperatant's set up in the sky is because he has a movement phase ability that allows me that to move Annihilators that are set up within 12 inches up to D3 or D6. Let me check. I want to say it might be D6. It is D3, sorry. So they can move potentially up to 3 inches, making what is a 9-inch charge potentially a 6-inch charge, which is quite nice. A little less consistent than it was last edition, because the Lord Imperator basically just meant that you got to set up within 7, which was pretty dope. But hey, we'll take what we can get. With that, Nikki, you chose to give me first turn, didn't you?
Yeah.
You pain in the backside. So, first turn, my battle tactic is
And this is the primary objective.
Yes, number 3 is the primary objective. For my first turn, I'm going to go seize the center. Hang on, I need to put in our factions as well. Stormcast Eternals, I'm Vanguard Wing. You are the Destruction, and you are playing Sunspear Mat. King Brodds Stomp. There we go. The application is happy now. I'm going to go seize the center, Nikki. Okay? Okay. Bastion has a movement phase ability or a deployment phase ability where he can move up to 3 infantry units, their movement characteristic, in deployment. So he's going to choose himself, he's going to choose the Vindictors, and he's going to choose the Long Strikes. Okay? So they can all move 5 inches. Gets him there. The Long Strikes just marry up. Sorry, the Vindictors just marry up. And the Long Strikes move 4, so they can get within there. Okay, that is my deployment phase done. We now go to hero phase. So like I said, my battle tactic is seize the center. Hero phase, I would be looking at some spell casting. I don't think I've got any, if I'm being totally honest with you. Let's just double check, because I think everything is in like an 18-inch range, if I remember correctly. You'll have to forgive me. I've not played much Stormcast yet, so my spell laws are a little bit all over the place. That one, Lightning Blast, has just picked the unit that's closest and hasn't been the target of this ability. That's pretty cool. 18, 12. Right, yeah, we'll go for a Lightning Blast. So I believe it's got to be into the closest unit and visible. So that'd be your Krakeneer. Okay. So 2 dice, and we don't have a dice cam because it's still absolutely buggered. So I'm really sorry. I will have to call out what we get. So I'm looking for a 5 up on this. Getting a 4. So Lightning Blast does not go off. Hero phase is done. Unless you've got anything that you would like to do.
Yeah.
You definitely do. You definitely do. So Brodd can chant in my hero phase, if you remember that. So Brodd gets access to his prayers. If you get 10 prayer points and you cast, you super cast, so it means you can choose 2 effects rather than just 1. So that's why it's really handy to spend the command point in my hero phase to chant. So do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1 dice and you get whatever the value is, except from 1. 1's a bad. So you get 5 points. Very nice. Okay. We go into my movement phase, Nikki. Again. After deployment. Hey, come on now. So this will get me within 3 of the middle with 2 units. Long strikes are just going to move up 4. Knight Arcanum is going to move his 5. Now you guys are just kind of in the back end of Beyond now. Fulminators will roll a run. They'll get a 5, so that means they can move 15 inches. She'll get them over there. These Vindictors will auto run, so that takes me down a command point from 4 to 3, but meaning they can move 11 inches. Okay? But all they're going to do is come round and tow it. Right. That's the end of my movement phase. Do you want to do a redeploy? No? So we go into shooting phase. So what am I in range to shoot? Nothing.
That's why I did that.
Ah. Okay. So nothing's in range to shoot. So shooting phase will end. Unless you've got anything to do, which normally you would be able to smash to bits. So are you within 3 of a bit of terrain?
No.
No? So you can't do it this turn. So that's something to bear in mind, is you want to try and keep a Gargant within 3 of a bit of terrain so he can smash to bits, not only in your turn, but in my turn as well. Okay? So we'll go to the app and we'll score up. Because I don't have any charges to do, you're too far away. So I score primary, I control more, I control 2 objectives, 2 secondary objectives that is, and I control the center, so that gives me a full 10 points. Let's update that on OBS. Okay, Nikki, it goes to you. So your battle tactic first.
Was this in your land?
It is partially or wholly, so let's have a look. No. This is, and this is. So these 2 bits of terrain are in my land.
Take their flanks.
So take the flanks. You need to have 1 here and 1 here. That's a hard one, that's all. Just with the way you've set up. You could go... How far away are you?
Quite far.
You move 10. You've got a prayer loaded. Because your prayer is on 5, I want to say. You've got a prayer loaded, that means you move up to 12. So you're 20 inches away. That means you'd be on an 8-inch charge if I don't redeploy off the points. So do not waver is an option. That is having 2 units fight and nothing die. If you are looking at the destruction ones, time to get stuck in. You pick 3 friendly units that are not in combat and are wholly within your friendly territory. They need to be outside of combat and have used a fight ability this turn. So you're looking at getting 3 Gargants into combat there. Slay the entourage. You need to kill him, them, or them. Attack on 2 fronts. You would just need to claim 2 objectives, which is very doable.
Do that.
You want to just do that? Attack on 2 fronts then. Okay. I'll put that in the app for you. Okay, so hero phase, Nikki. What are you going to do? Prayer. Yeah, so chant. So getting an extra 3, so that takes you to 8. You'll need to have a look at Brodds' war scroll. I think it's 5. So then you Stormforge app, and then you need just Broad. His abilities. So yeah.
What do I need?
I think you need a 5. Yep, so it's your hero phase, Power of Behemoth. This is it. So you drain 5 points. So I want to say that leaves you with 3 left, doesn't it? I think this is how it works. I don't think it just drains them all. I think you're left with 3. Your prayer then goes off. So what are you choosing to do? You can either improve every Mega Gargan's move by 2. You can improve the Rend characteristic by 1, or you can heal every Mega Gargan by D3. Improve the movement. Okay, so every Gargan's moving 12 inches. Sounds good. Okay, hero phase done for you?
Yeah.
For me, it's done. So go into movement phase, kid. All you. Yep. Oh.
Movement done.
Movement done. Okay. We go to shooting.
Yeah.
So every Gargan has a range of 18 inches. So the Gatebreakers are 1 shot, 3s and 2s.
This out.
No, he's in.
Roll for both of the Gatebreakers into the long strikes.
Into the long strikes, sure. The long strikes will take an all-out defense.
1 fail.
Yeah.
It fails to wound.
Yeah. The Kraken Eater gets 3 shots. It's 4s and 3s. Who's this into?
The long strike.
Long strikes again. 2 hit. 2 wound. At -1, so that puts me on a... Now, most of them are 3s, but long strikes could be 4s. They're a 3-up save. You -1, but I'm +1, so 3s. Fail 1, so D3 damage. For 3, killing 1. And a wound carries over. Okay.
They're not 3 wounds.
No, there are only 2 wounds. Is that you done?
Yeah.
Are you within combat range of a bit of terrain?
Yeah.
So, are you done?
No.
You can smash it to bits, can't you? Do you remember what you need to do?
Roll a 3 up.
Roll a 3 up, and you do the equivalent dice in mortal wounds.
No.
So it fails. Okay, is that your shooting phase done? It goes to my shooting phase, so I'm definitely spending a point to covering fire. I want to say it's going to have to go into Broad. Can I borrow the tape measure, please? Thank you. Because I think Broad is closest. Yeah, Broad is closest. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 shots. $10, $11, Normally 3s and 3s, it's going to be 4s and 3s. 6s crit auto wounds, okay? Getting 1, 6. And 4, 5 shots carrying through. Dropping another 2 in the wounds. So that is a total of 4 saves at -3. So I don't think you get a save. So Brodd gets a ward save. You need to roll 8 ward saves of a 5 up. So for every pass, this Gargant takes 1. It's like he's his bodyguard, if that makes sense. And all the fails just go into Brodd.
7.
7 fails, yeah.
How much damage?
Just 7 damage. So that leaves him with 33 health left. Okay. That's it. Charging phase?
Yeah.
Who's charging first? Kraken Eater?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. You are looking at a 9. Because I think you're just over the ½ inch. So you
7.
fail the first one. Do you want a command point reroll? Yeah. Yep, so you command point rerolling with the Kraken Biter. So it's 2 dice still.
I know.
Getting a 5 and a 6 for an 11. So the Kraken Biter can move 11 inches. Okay. Who's next?
Brodd.
Brodd. Getting a 12.
And Gatebreaker.
The final Gatebreaker, yeah. Getting a 7.
Don't think he's...
No, he's not. It would be an 8. Okay. Now I just need to figure out. He is in combat, so I don't need to countercharge. Okay. It goes to your combat. Who's going to go first?
Kraken Eater.
So the Kraken Eater, and what rampage is he going to use? Oh, well, he used the throwing rampage, didn't he, earlier? He tried to smash it to bits. So he can't rampage. Okay, that's fine. So Kraken Eater's attacks. Go ahead.
Almighty Stomp.
Yeah.
4s and 2s.
Both hit. Both wound at -3. 6 ups. Fail them both. D3. For a total of 6 damage. So Vindictors are 2 health each. So 3 pass.
Death Grip.
Hits.
Wounds.
-2, so 5 up. Fails.
D6. 6.
6. That's the unit wiped. Okay. Oh, I forgot to use my ability on my Vindictors. They would have had to strike first. Let's see. Would they have struck first? They wouldn't have anyway. To see if these Vindictors are going to strike first, it's a 4 up. They do not. Okay, so I'll do the Vindictors first anyway. Getting 2 attacks each. There's 5 of them there, so I get 11 attacks. 6, 8, 10, 11. These are 3s and 3s. Dropping 4. Dropping another 2. So that is 5 at -2. So you're looking for 6s.
All out attack.
Defense. Okay.
Save 3 to go through.
Yep. So he just takes them because he's out of ward range. And then Brodd gets to hit. Now, does Brodd want to do double stomp? So this is where you roll a 3 up, and you get to add the number of the dice to the attack's characteristic of double stomp.
Yeah.
Okay? So it fails on a 1,
Always
unfortunate.
does for that.
Yeah.
4s and 2s. Both hit. Both win. Minus
3,
2.
because they're anti-infantry, if you see. 6s, fails.
D3. 4.
2 of them die.
Death grip. Hits. Wounds minus 2.
5 up,
3.
fails.
2.
Another one dies.
4s and 2s. 4 hit.
3 wound at minus 2.
Yeah.
5s. Fails them all.
15.
That's them dead. Then we get Bastion to attack. He gets to pile in. He gets 4 attacks. Threes and 2s, crit auto wound. One goes through at minus 2, so 6 up. 4 damage in the Brodd. Okay. That's it, I want to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody else has got any fight actions to do. So we'll go to scoring. You control the primary. You control more than me because you control both of them. You control 1 secondary, and you attacked on 2 fronts, so you get 9 points to my 10. And we're going to round 2. So let's quickly update the scoreboard. 9. Turn 2. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Your choice.
Taking it.
You take it? Yep. So you will not be able to do a battle tactic. Is that right?
I don't know.
It is right, but you won't be able to take a battle tactic because you double turning me. So there's that to be bore in mind. No, I'm okay, thank you. Actually, ma'am, I'll take a cup of tea. That'd be lovely. So, yeah, if you take the turn, you won't be able to take a battle tactic. That's the only thing to think about. So it's whether or not you're in a good enough position to give me the turn and take a hit, potentially, so that you can score battle tactics to come. Does that make sense? So it's up to you. If you take it, you can't take a battle tactic, and the most you can score is 6. Me go? Okay. Oh, man. I'm going to do Slay the Tyrants, and I'm going to pick Brodd that needs to die. Okay? So I need to kill Brodd in melee. Alright? You're the underdog, so you have 5 command points now.
I thought you could only have 4.
You can if you're the underdog, you can have 5. And the active player rolls a dice to see which one is the primary. So third one is the primary. Are you happy with that? Yeah, you are. Damn it. So that's the primary objective. Hero phase. Let's see. So Bastion's going to do his finest hour. And my Knight Arcanum is going to cast. He's going to try and cast Thundershock onto Brodd, which is cast on a 9. So that means Brodd is -1 to wound. Can you remember that? So normally 2s, you go into 3s now. All right? I'll try and keep a remember on it as well for you. Okay? That's it for my hero phase. Do you want to do anything?
Prayer.
Brodd's going to chant. Okay, so it costs you a command point, going down to 4. And you get 6. Very nice. Oh, sorry. Last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try and rally my long strikes. Getting 1 back and healing all those wounds. Okay. That takes me down to 3. We would go into movement phase, Nikki. Okay? Yeah, please. Like 1.5. Thank you. These long strikes are going to move there 4. And at the end of movement phase, we're going to bring on the boys. So, Lord Imperator's going to come in first. Keith, absolutely. So he's going to come in 9 inches away. So about here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in Annihilators. Set 1. So put Keith back here a bit. Because I can't. Set 2. Inches. And we'll leave it there. Okay? That's the end of my movement phase. Do you have any redeploys that you would like to do? So you can redeploy anything but Brodd.
Yeah.
What would you like to redeploy? Gatebreaker? Go for it. Command point spent. Getting a 2. Okay. That you done?
Yeah.
We go into shooting phase now. So my long strikes are going to shoot into Brodd. Thing I forgot last turn. Brodd's in your general's regiment, and I get +1/+1 against things that are in your general's regiment. So 3s and 3s are going to go to 2s and 2s. Okay? And that would have impacted my covering fire as well. But hey ho. So I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 shots. 6, 9, 12, 13. 2s and 2s, 6s are headshots. So they crit auto wound. So 2 crit auto wounds, another 2 crit auto wounds. So that's 4 crit auto wounds. 1 miss. Do you want to all out defense, by the way? 2s again. So that is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 saves at -3. So because you all out defense, it's -2. Oh, thank you. I'll pinch 2, if that's okay.
Sixes.
Hmm? Sixes, yes, 6s.
A lot of 5s.
A lot of 5s. 2 6s. So each of those is 2 damage.
20.
Okay. 20 damage into Brodd. Sorry. I've got to try and get a win somehow. 8 left? Okay. The Storm Blasts. From the... Oh. The Annihilators came in, didn't they? You thought I'd forgot. Haha, I have not. So they're within 10, they're within 10. So on a 3-up?
Yeah.
Let's double check. On a 2-up, but it's a D3, so it's a 3-up. So on a 3-up for the first set on the Brodd, no. The other set, yes, for 3 mortal wounds into Brodd. Okay. And for coming in within 12 inches of my Lord Imperatant, I can move D3. Okay? So the first set of Annihilators are going to move 2. The other set of Annihilators are going to move 2.
You've got 2 generals in that one.
Which one?
That one was a general.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Sorry, shooting phase. Actually, shooting phase. The Storm Blast from the Fulminators are going to go into... So how many has Brodd got left? 4. 5. 5 wounds left. Storm Blast's going into this Mega Gargant over there. 2 attacks. It's 3s and 3s. Both of them are 2s, so they miss. That's it. We go to your shooting phase. Do you have a shooting attack that you want to do? Are you within combat range of any terrain? Yeah, so that Gargant can smash to bits. Who's he throwing at?
That roll's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Bastion.
A Bastion, okay. Go for it. So 3-up. So he takes 3 mortal wounds. He has a 5-up ward. Fails them all, takes 3 mortal wounds. Okay. That you done for shooting? Charges. The Storm Drake or the Fulminators. For 4, I'll command point re-roll this. For a 4. Is that going to get them in? Yeah, it gets them within a ½ inch. It's just not ideal.
Don't even need 2. Bastion will just kill them.
Well, that's the hope. The Annihilators will try and charge. On a 5? No, they won't make it. The other Annihilators will try and charge. On a 7, they will make it. Okay. That's it. We'll go to combat phase. Bastion will attack. And he's on his finest hour. So he is 3s and 2s, crit auto wound. I'm going to all out attack this.
What's the point?
Because I need him dead.
Yeah, he's gonna die anyway.
I need him dead.
You just want to overkill.
So Bastion's going in. It's 2s and 2s. So 2 at -2 into Brodd. Nearly. That is a total of 8 damage. Timber, hang on before you remove him. Because we need to measure from him, don't we? So are you ready? Timber. I get a 4. You get a 5. Where's he going? So 3 into there. So he's going to hit Bastion, my Annihilators, and my Fulminators. Okay? Do you want to roll for them? So who are you hitting first?
Bastion.
Bastion takes 3. Is 5 at ward. Nope. Takes 3. Who's that for?
1 for the Annihilators.
Annihilators take 1. The Fulminators then?
1.
Where did that even go? Oh, I see it. 1 for the Fulminators.
Yeah.
And Brod's dead now. Huzzah! We killed the Gargant.
He will get revenge.
Yeah, he will. I expect so. So, we go to end of turn. Do you want me to take him, sweetheart? There we go. I've got plenty of space over here in my dead pile. Because it'll soon be needed anyway. Scoring. You ready? So, I don't control primary because it's still here. I do control more. I control 2 side objectives, 1 and 2. And I slayed the tyrant, so that takes me up to 18 to your 9. Okay? So I'll update that on our OBS. And it goes to your turn. Battle tactic.
Seize the center.
So you need to kill everything within the center. Yeah? Because that sees the center. You can't be in combat, but you need to be 2 models within 3 inches of the center. And at the minute, I've got 3. So you would struggle on seize the center. You go do not waver if you think that you can get 2 into combat and nothing die.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do not waver? Go for it then.
Movement.
Yep, no hero phase stuff. I do have a hero phase thing. So I'm going to spend a command point to try and cast in your phase. I'm going to try and Thundershock this guy. So I'll give him -1 to wound. 7. I think it's a 6. Yes, so it goes off because I'm -1 to cast. So I get 6. So this the Kraken Biter is now -1 to wound. Okay? Right. Movement. Oh, Bastion would have healed 4 for successfully slaying Brodd.
Well, he's about to die. Movement done.
Movement done. Shooting phase then. Kraken here?
Yeah.
Right? Into who?
Annihilators.
Mm-hmm.
2 wound, -1.
Pause. Save 1, take 1.
2.
2 damage, Annihilator dies.
Both of the gate breakers in the Annihilators.
Mm-hmm.
Both fail.
Smash it to bits.
Um,
Who's doing it?
this one.
The Gatebreaker.
Yeah.
Cool. 3 up. Who's it going into?
Annihilators.
So the Annihilators take 5 mortal wounds. That kills 1. And leaves 1 on 1 health. Okay? Cool. That your shooting done?
Yeah.
My turn now.
That's why I didn't know if I should go into them or not.
So I'll spend my last command point to covering fire. It'll have to go into your Kraken Eater, because he's the closest target. So I'm normally 3s and 3s to hit. I'm -1 because I'm covering fire, so it'll take me to 4s and 3s. But you're in your general's regiment, so I get +1/+1. So it takes me to 3s and 2s. Okay? I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 shots. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 shots. 3s and 2s. 2 crit wounds. Dropping 2. 2s. Dropping 2. So 3 even. It's 2, 4, 5, 7 saves.
That one fell off.
Oh, did it? I'll re-roll it. 8 saves at -3. Did you have a command point to spend?
Yeah.
Do you want to all-out defense?
Yeah.
Okay, so -2, so 6s. 8 6s. Now you got a few. 3 6s.
5 both.
5, so that's 10 damage. All you. Charges.
Gatebreaker.
3
3's into the Fulminators.
is in the Fulminators, yeah.
4 is in.
Yep. All right. That you done? Done for charges?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't have the command points to counter charge, so be safe there. Kraken Eater
What's
gonna.
the strike last bit?
Watch this. So you would roll a number of dice equal to the models within the unit. So you're not going to get much benefit here. So let's say you pick the Fulminators. So you'd roll 2 dice, and for each save, or for each dice equal to or higher than their save value, so 3 ups, you would inflict a mortal wound. But you would then strike last. Or you can go double stomp.
That one.
You want to go double stomp? Yeah. Go for it. 3 up.
4.
So you get 4 extra attacks on your double stomp, taking you to 6. So, who's attacking first? That one. So he doesn't have the 4 extra attacks because he used the throwing rampage earlier. So these are into the Fulminators?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
4s and 2s.
Both hit. Both wound.
On -2.
Yeah, because they're cavalry. So 5s. Cocked. Both fail.
D3. 2.
2. takes them up to 3. They've got 5 wounds apiece.
Death
I think.
grip, 4s and 2s. 6. Fails to wound. That's fine. 4s and 2s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dear me. All of them miss. Unlucky. That was happening to me last night. Right. That I'm done.
You were playing last night?
Yeah, I played last night on the computer. Bastion will have a go. So he has 4 attacks. These will be 3s and 2s. Okay. 2 miss. 2 go through -2 into your Kraken Eater.
That's 6.
6s. That is a total of 8 damage. And then it goes to you. So the Kraken Eater now. So remember, he gets 6 attacks on his Almighty Stomp.
4s and 2s.
Who's this going into, sorry?
It's Bastion.
Is everything going into Bastion?
The Fortunate Flails go. No, yeah.
The Fort Crusher Flail?
No, everything in the Bastion.
Everything in the Bastion.
3 at -2.
3 -2. Bastion's infantry.
3.
So, 6s. Fails them all.
D3.
2, 4. Puts him back on 6. He's got 2 wounds left.
What was that?
That was your Almighty Stomp. So remember, you need to be on your Kraken Eater profile as well, because the Gatebreaker is a bit different. On his main hand, anyway. There you go.
Death grip fails.
Yeah.
One at -2.
In the Bastion, so 5 up, he fails it.
4.
Oh, I would have got 2 wards for the last time. Fails them both. 4 wards. Fails them both. Or fails all of them, so he's dead. That's Bastion gone. Okay. My Annihilators and my Fulminators. So, the Annihilator hero, he gets to go. So, 4 attacks, he says, because he's the champion. But double checking. Checking. 4 attacks, yep, 3s and 2s. So 3 hit. This is into your Kraken Biter. 2s. So that is 3 at -2. Saving 1. So that is a total of 6 damage. No, yes, 6 damage. How much has he got left? 13 health. The Fulminators now. So they will go into... So one of them will go into the Kraken Eater, and the other one will go into your Gatebreaker. So the one into the Kraken Eater first. Do his claws and fangs. So these are 4s and 2s. 2 hit. 2 wound at -2. So 1 more. Nearly. So he takes 2 damage. And then I've got my glaive, which is 3s and 3s. That's cocked. So 1 hit at -1. So 5 up. No?
Easier save.
3 damage to him. And then we'll do the one into the Gatebreaker. So we do the Claws and Fangs first. Cocked. 1 goes through. Another 1 goes through. So that is 1 save at -2. 2 damage into your Gatebreaker. Then the Glaive. One save at -1. 3 damage. Oh no, actually it'll only be 2, and add 1 back onto this one. Are you counting down?
That's how many he's got left.
Yeah, so you need 9. There we go. Because I forgot they haven't charged this turn, so they only get it's the charge, but it's your turn. Right. Scoring. So, you control primary. You control more. You control 1 secondary objective. You did not waver, because none of them died. Nearly, though. Very nearly, though. So that puts us on 18-18. So we're drawn. Going into round 3. I'll update it on the computer. 18. Turn 3. Here we go. Oh, 1. A 3. So again, if you take it, you can't do a battle tactic. So things to think about is what battle tactics can you actually do now? If you were to give it to me, what battle tactic would you do?
I don't know, but you would get battle tactic next turn.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I would probably go like Slay the Entourage, so I would have to kill your Kraken Biter. So I can probably get that. But then you would still control this objective, I think. So it's tough. It's a tough one. You're fine. Don't worry about it. If you give it, you've got to think about how much damage can you do to me, because that's the plan.
Take it.
You want to take it. So you're taking the double turn?
Yeah.
Opponent. Okay, Nikki. So hero phase is done. Movement? Because you've got nothing in hero phase, do you?
To roll for the thing.
What thing?
Primary.
Oh, your primary, yes. Which one's going to be primary? So this one's going to be primary. And because you're not underdog anymore, you can't re-roll it. So, that is hero phase now done. Very well remembered. Now we go to movement. You can get as close as you need to be. So you can go all the way in. Just need to be 3 out. So I'll sort you there. There you go. Shooting. Yeah? Who's shooting? They can't because they don't have shooting combat. This fella can, though.
The long strike.
Throwing into the long strikes? Yep. So is this his normal strike or is this his smash it to bits?
Normal.
Normal? Okay. Hits on a 4. Wounds on a 2. It's -3, so 6 up. Fail it. 4 damage. Killing 2. Okay. Smash it to bits. Is he gonna smash it to bits?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 up.
5.
5 mortal wounds. Kills another 2. And puts a wound on. That you done? Okay. Covering fire from me. So it has to go into Gargant, or that Gatebreaker. So I get 5 shots. These are going to be 4s, then 2s, okay? Getting a headshot, and then 1 dice. So you have 2 dice to roll at -3, so actually can't. So 4 damage into your Gargant. Okay, job done. Charges. That Gargant here. Getting a 4. So the question is he going to fit through here? Which he is. There you go. He's in. Start with this Gatebreaker? Or this one? The Kraken Eater, right. And who's he hitting into? Well, I want to charge you. Is that okay? So these Annihilators over here.
Well, it's not okay, but you can do it.
You get a 3, so they fail. So you're fine.
1 attack into the Annihilators.
1 attack into the Annihilators? Of what?
Of Stomp.
Almighty Stomp? So who's double stomping here? He can't.
That one.
Right, okay, the rock one.
Yeah. Never mind.
Never mind.
Anything.
Death grip fails.
Two at -2.
Into
Fulminators.
Fulminators, 5 ups. Pass 1, fail 1.
4.
So that puts 1 down. And puts 2 onto the other. Okay, that him done.
Yeah. He's gonna die now.
We'll go with the Fulminator hitting into the Kraken Eater. Or no, do we not? Thinking. Oh. We'll do the Fulminator. Into the Kraken Eater. 4s. And 2s. So that is 2 at -2 into the Kraken Eater. Takes them both. That's 4 damage.
Why do I always get 5s? 6s.
How many wounds has he got left?
5.
5. The glaive comes in. These are 3s. 1 hit. 1 wound at -1. So that's 2 damage. And that's me done. Who's going next?
That Gatebreaker.
Yep, who's he hitting into?
The long strike.
Everything into the long strikes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both hit. Both wound. -2.
-3. So 6s. Fails them both.
D3. 3.
They're dead. Okay. I'll do my wizard to attack. My Knight Arcanum. 3s and 3s. 2 go through. 1 goes through at -1 into your Gatebreaker. Saves it. Okay. Your Gatebreaker.
So,
Yeah.
He got this.
Double Stomp.
Yeah.
For 5 extra attacks. Very nice. Unlucky.
2 wound.
-2, so 5s. Saves 1, takes 1.
2 damage.
Got 1 wound left.
Death grip.
Yep.
Fails. Um, 3 at -2.
Over here.
Yeah.
Fails 2.
8 damage.
That's him dead.
No, 4 damage.
Still dead. My Annihilator. Into your Kraken Eater. 3s and 2s. So that is 3 at -2. For a total of 6 damage.
You can't get the other battle tactic that you wanted to do in your turn.
Timber. Reroll. Okay, I get to choose, so he's going to fall into the other Mega Gargant. So D3 for 3 wounds into your Mega
I
Gargant.
thought you couldn't do damage to the others.
You used to not be able to. They've changed it. I know. I don't like it either, Nikki. Done. Okie dokie. So, end of combat. We go into scoring. So for taking the double turn, you've got 1, 2 side objectives. You control more, but no battle tactic. So that puts you to 22.
I'm gonna lose.
With that attitude, you will. Still got 2 Gargants up. Right. My turn. My turn! I'm going to do attack on 2 fronts. So I need to take 2 objectives from you. Okay? Sound good?
Oh, you've got one more set of Annihilators, don't you?
I do, and I can also spend a command point to bring back my long strikes. But at half strength, so I only get 3.
I just killed them.
I know. Huzzah! Good for you, Sigmar. So, hero phase. He's going to try and cast the -1 spell on you. Looking for a 6. Failing on a 5. Nicky. That's hero phase done. Do you have anything that you would like to do? I don't think so. Because I think you're in combat with me, so I don't think you can rally. Yes, you're in combat with me. So there's no rallies for you, or for me. Can't rally over here. So we go to movement phase. Yeah? So, pinch this from you. These boys are coming over here for a party. Let's party! Let's party!
They better fill their charge.
They probably will. Towards the end of movement phase, I'll spend my last command point, bring back my long strikes. And I'll bring in my final set of Annihilators. Within 12 of this gentleman. So D3 on a 2-up D3. So that this Gargant takes 3 mortal wounds for the Annihilators landing in?
3.
Yeah, 3. Then we are go to shooting phase. Okay. Long strikes are going to shoot into this Gargant over there. Now, because they're a replacement unit, they don't get the +1/+1 anymore. Not that they would anyway, because it's not your general's regiment. So it'll be 3s and 3s, okay? 6 there. Couple of 1s. 3s again. So you have 3 saves to make. Well, sorry, because it's -3, isn't it? So that is a total of 6 damage into this Gatebreaker. These can move D3, sorry. 2 for them coming within. There we go. That's for coming down within 12 of the Lord Imperatant. With that, Nikki, we would go to your shooting phase. Who's going to smash it to bits? This Gatebreaker?
Yeah.
Yep, so 3 up. And who's he throwing into?
Stupid Annihilator.
Which ones? The black ones, right? Fails. Unlucky. We go to charges. So these Annihilators. Getting a 7. These Annihilators. Getting an 8. So that means that you are strike last, I believe. But I'll double check. Yes, you're strike last over here. Okay? And that's because I rolled a 8+. Alright? Combat. We'll do these Annihilators that have just charged into your Gatebreaker. Okay? 3, 3, 4. These are 3s and 2s. Not a great.
But a lot of 6s.
That is 4 saves at -2.
3 go through.
So 3, 6, 9 damage. Okay, that's you. So this one Because he's strike last, isn't he?
Yeah.
So who are you attacking here? The big group of annihilators or the solo annihilator?
Big one.
The big group? Okay. Who would have smashed it? Double stomped?
That one.
So roll it.
Yes.
It fails. Okay, never mind. Death grip hits. And wounds. -2. Ah! Saves it.
Um, 4 minus 2.
Saves 1, takes 3.
12.
That's the annihilator's gone.
At least they don't explode anymore. It's
Yeah.
good for me now.
My solo annihilator will come in. 3s. Oh man. How many wounds has he got left?
15.
2s. 1 save at -2.
Takes it.
3 damage. Oh man, I thought I could kill him this turn. Okay, so we go on to combat over here. So it's all my combat now. So 3, 6, 11 strikes. 3s and 2s. So that is 2, 4, 7 saves at -2.
6.
6 times 3 is 18, isn't it? So he takes 18 wounds. And then my Knight Arcanum. Threes. And 3s. 1 save at -1. D3 for 2 wounds. And now he gets to hit.
Once.
Who's this into?
The.
Is everything going into the Annihilators?
Yeah.
I thought so. Fail it.
3 damage.
1 dies.
Death grip fails.
Yep.
Um, 2 at -2.
+1.
4 damage.
1 dies. 1 takes a wound. Okay. Done. So, my scoring. I fail attack on 2 fronts. I control primary.
Is that one?
Yeah. I still control it.
Oh.
I control an secondary objective, but I fail my battle tactics, so that puts me on 23 to your 22. So it's a close game, Nikki. Going into turn 4. You ready?
Yeah.
I get a 3, a 2. Oh. Ooh, interesting. So if I take it, I don't get a battle tactic. But if I give you it, you probably table me. So I'm going to take it. Because I don't know what battle tactic I would even try and do. So I'll take it. I'll roll for primary. It's the center, which is good for you. Okay. Hero phase. We're going to try and cast the -1 to wound on your Mega Gargant. It's cast, so he's -1 to wound, okay? We will go to movement phase. Okay. What can I move? We move you. 5-inch. For there. You've got 5 command points. I've got 4. I'm going to spend a command point in my movement phase to bring back my Annihilators. That only bring back 2.
They're still coming back.
Yes. Yes, they are. I need them.
You don't.
I needs them. So they're on a 9-inch charge. That's it. We go into shooting phase. Okay. The long strikes are going to shoot at your Mega Gargant, your Gatebreaker. I'm all out attacking. You're all out defensing. 3, 2, 2. So it'll be 2s. 1 headshot. And 2s. So that is a total of 7 saves at -3. So -2. So 7 6s. So that is a total of 7 times 2 is what? Him dead?
Yeah.
Huzzah! Okay.
You just die.
Timber. 6. A 5, so he's going to fall that way and away from me.
See, you didn't need them.
Your shooting phase is... So my shooting phase is done, but we go into yours. You can smash it to bits. Who are you smashing it to bits into?
Long strike.
Long strikes? Go for it. For 5 mortal wounds.
Good. Get rid of it. Get gone.
Get gone. Leaves them with 1 wound left. Okay. Charge phase. That'll be outside of 12. So no charges to do. We just go into combat. I'll do my Annihilator first.
All out defense.
All out defense. I'm on 2. I'll just leave it. So it's 3s and then 2s. So that is 3 minus 2.
Go through it.
9 damage. That's me. So it's your Gargant now. Who are you going into?
Annihilator.
Annihilator. Hits. Wounds. -3.
Yeah.
Fails it.
2 damage.
Some dead. Okay. Scoring. I control primary. I control more. I control 2 sides. So that gives me a 29. To your 22. So it's your turn.
I can't do anything. He's on 1 health.
Oh, is he on 1 health, is he? Do you want to concede?
Yeah.
Good game, Nikki. Good try. It's a hard one against Stormcast, I think, because I can keep bringing them back. And I made my charges this game, didn't I? So I think it was just a bit more unfortunate for you of me making some charges and getting a lot of shooting damage off. Shooting seems quite powerful this edition, doesn't it?
They're always powerful.
Yeah. So they're quite good. What do you think? What happened well? What went well? Think of one thing. Because you did kill an awful lot. You killed my Fulminators, you killed Bastion, you killed both sets of Vindictors, you killed Annihilators, you killed almost another set of Annihilators. So you did actually do quite a lot of damage when you think about it.
I killed them. I brought them back.
The long strikes, yeah. Being able to bring stuff back is pretty powerful for just a command point, I won't lie. So yeah, it's hard to play around. I'm struggling with it as well when I play Brodds Stomp. But that's the game, isn't it? It's a dice game at the end of the day. So we should call it there with a Stormcast victory. If you enjoyed the game, please do give the video a like. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. We'll see you for more. And with that, from me, Tom, and from Nikki, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.